So, it's been a crazy day. I don't know what Facebook is thinking. They wouldn't let me delete my first Kelly Knows Best page. It was a profile. I was getting all these crazy requests, which, you know, you shouldn't mind because you think a lot of people are interested in you. But needless to say, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make a page where I can show you stuff and teach you stuff if you want to learn or if you just want to watch me cook. Hey, you know what? Here it is. I'm going to try to make a little pico de gallo. This is my first attempt at a live video trying to do this, and I don't have any idea how I'm going to do. Only person I got to talk to is whoever's watching, and I don't see anybody watching. But I'm going to keep the video. I'm going to figure out how to put it up there. You know, I went to school for computers and stuff, so I should really be able to do all this stuff. Anyhow, this is what I got here. I got some cilantro, fresh, it's in the bowl. I got several different kinds of onions. I got the chive, the white. My very particular favorite is the, well, everybody says it's red, but this is really purple. I say purple onion. I've got a piece of corn on the cob that I've cleaned. It's got a couple little hairs, but it'll be all right. I have assorted tomatoes. I have assorted peppers. And what I'm going to attempt here is to make some pico de gallo. Now, when I get ahead of the game and I get more people who will follow me and watch my videos, what I want to do is I want to start reviewing things that I really dig in the kitchen. So I really do dig this. My friend Dee in Michigan, she uses it to make potato salad and all sorts of stuff, and I've seen her use it, and I was like, hey girl, tell me what that is, because I want one. And so I started looking on, you know, Amazon. And so I found some, and she found one, and she's like, get this one, get this one. And I said, okay, and I like it. But I will tell you, the first week that I had it, I used it, and so like it's got a blade in here. And don't touch that because I cut my fingers like twice. And I know I claim to be like this all powerful and wonderful Oz, but I cut my fingers. Anyhow, so the first thing that I like to do is I like to have a little pot of water, and I like to, I'd like to like boil a little bit of this and maybe steam a few of these peppers. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. I forgot to pull that out. Wouldn't you know it? I also like to say that I always keep a little bit of steaming hot soapy water in the sink to rinse my hands or rinse utensils. I'm going to slip under this cabinet here, and I'm going to get my handy-dandy steamer. This thing is so cool. Now, I have several different kinds of steamers. You know, you can use something like this, or you could use your Instant Pot. There's a lot of other things you can use. This one, I feel like it's like the quickest. So we're going to push everything over here. We're going to get this water warmed up. And then I need a little lid for it. And I don't see my little lid. Maybe it's over here. No, let's see. Come on, lid. I don't see a lid for it here. You'd think this wasn't my kitchen. I can't even find a lid. Well, I'm going to use this lid. Because the whole idea is to not really steam them, but just to make them a little bit softer. So for me, I feel like it brings out the flavor, like of the peppers especially. And the corn, you kind of just want it a little softer. So I'm going to wait for that to come up for a little bit of a boil. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with these yellow tomatoes, but these tomatoes are probably the best tasting tomatoes I've ever had. Now, I already went through and washed everything, and I've already got my utensils all washed, and but usually that's something I'll do ahead of time. But these tomatoes here, I have to tell you, if you have like a, you know, like a little acid thing going on with tomatoes, these are the best. I love them. And because I love them, I'm only going to use half of it for my pico de gallo. Because I'm going to save the other half for like other things. Like they make a great BLT. You can do slices of it with mozzarella and basil on top, and you can throw a little bit of balsamic vinegar on top and a little bit of olive oil, and they're kind of low in calories because, you know, mozzarella, if you're using a thin enough slice, it really doesn't have any substantial amount of fat in it. It's maybe 2 grams, and then the tomato's free, the basil's free. There's a little bit of sugar in the balsamic vinaigrette, but what's a little tiny bit of sugar if it tastes good? So I also have another cool little gadget. I highly recommend these. What it is it's going to take out this centerpiece of your tomato. That's really a great little gadget. Look at that. It makes a perfect little hole. And also another little thing I like to do is, you know, you always get a million of these darn bags when you go in and get your vegetables. Well, after I take all my veggies out and I wash them, I kind of keep it right here. And I throw all like the garbage stuff in there. And the cool thing is that I have a few chickens, and I'll give them all of the little extras, and they think that it's heaven in a handbasket because they get to have, you know, all the goodies. So I always keep a nice supply of clean hand towel, and because my stove is right here, I have a little hanger for it. It's kind of cool. So basically I'm just gonna cut my tomatoes in a dicing kind of thing, because, you know, with pico de gallo, for me, it's kind of like salsa, the same thing, but I like to scoop up my chips. I like to scoop it up, so I like to make sure that the tomatoes and everything are cut to, I don't know, a scoopable size. And for me, I say that's a scoopable size. I mean, you know, you can stick your chip right under that. And I know I should be wearing gloves. I do have a whole box of gloves here. But honestly, guys, I wash my hands so many times in the soapy water and in the sink and rinsing them. I'm feeling pretty secure today that I don't really need to have gloves on. They're kind of uncomfortable, but I do use them for some things. Like when I'm making bread, it's nice to have the gloves on because all that stuff sticks to your hands. So eventually, when we get going, hoping that I'll have some kind of an audience to these videos, and I'm hoping that people will like join in with me and ask me questions. And there's these little keys on the thing that says I can invite people into these live chats, and well, we could just have like a little party, a little, you know, I mean, and maybe even sometime we can do like a whole invite people on and we all cook together, and you guys can like do the same things. I give you the list of stuff ahead of time and you can cook with me. This is another great little gadget. It's for like cutting dough, but I like to use it for scooping because I like to scoop everything. And I got a real nice bowl over here, and this is another thing that I love. I love these silver bowls. You can't have enough silver bowls. Okay, there's the steam coming off. You can see it. So I'm just going to turn that off. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop my little piece of corn right on top. And I'm going to just sit it in there for a couple of minutes. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. Just make it soft enough. And, you know, I can go, this is a poblano. And this poblano is awesome. So I'm just kind of going to put that one in, and oh yeah, the jalapeno, I'm going to put that one in too. I'm just going to let them, you know, dippity-doo-dah in there for a little while. So okay, there's the orange. I am going to use this red, and You know, for me, if you smell your tomato, like if it smells amazing, that's how it's gonna taste. That's just me though. But if it doesn't smell like anything, then it's probably not gonna taste like anything. That was just something that my dad used to tell me. Anyhow, same thing, just some bite-sized nuggets to, you know, it's going to be a really colorful pico de gallo because I'm going to use like this beautiful orange and the green and the corn and the red onion or purple onion, tomato, orange or yellow tomato and the red tomato, and it's going to be pretty. Anyhow, so I will tell you that usually when I cook, I like to drink a glass of wine or maybe have an ice cold beer. So being in Florida, I don't know if anybody's here in Florida right now, but woo-wee, doggy. It is hot outside, and I'm not kidding you. It's hot. I'm sure that my husband, my son will be rolling up in here, interrupting us, and they do a lot of work outside, and it's super hot. So also, if you have like a big old honking thing of like seeds and stuff in your tomato, I just cut them off and throw them out. I mean, it's okay to have some, like, you know, this piece is really pretty. And this piece is really pretty. So I go with all the pretty pieces. I know I shouldn't be like that, but it's just not as slimy, or I guess not slimy, but it's not as seedy. I don't know. One of those things. I guess you have to be your own judge. I like it this way. This is the way I do it. I'm sure other people have better ways of doing it, but I haven't gotten any complaints yet from the way I do it. So I'm going to keep doing it that way. Here's some reds. Oh yeah, this bowl is starting to look really pretty right now. So at this point, it seems to me like I have a good amount of tomatoes in there. I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to stir them up. And so, like, you know, my dad always taught me. He was a chef. He was awesome. I never ate anything that I didn't like by him. And he always say, you know, Kelly, a little salt, pepper. A little salt, pepper. It doesn't matter. Here's a little salt and pepper. I just like a little salt and pepper. So, there you have it. A little salt and pepper in there. I'm going to go with my purple onion. And I don't know. I mean, honestly, when you're making a pico de gallo or you're making a salsa, you really need to judge what you like the best in it. What do you want? Do you want to have a lot of onion or a lot of garlic or a lot of tomato? I do a little bit and then I stir it up and I look at it and I say, that's not enough of that. Sometimes I might even have a taster and see how it tastes. Just always remember, or what I like to always remember, is that seasonings come in layers. So whenever I'm showing somebody how to do something that I have in my head, because like almost all my recipes are like in my head, not baking. Now, not baking at all, because baking is very precise. But when you're cooking, hey, sky's the limit. Anyhow, this corn has changed color, so I'm going to take it out. And this pepper is feeling a little soft, so I'm going to take it out. Oh, and you should smell. If it had, like Emerald always says, if we had smell-o-vision, if you had smell-o-vision, you can smell how good those peppers smell. I'm just going to push that off to the side. And I'm going to let these guys cool off for a little bit because they are super hot. Now I'm going to go with a little bit of the white onion, and it smells pretty darn good. It's fresh and it's nice. And so, you know, this is what I like to do, you know, about this thick. And I have a habit of washing, wash. I know it's my mother. She left that curse on me. Everything has to be washed and clean. And, you know, it's really important that you do, like, you know, wash and clean everything, because you don't want anybody feeling ill from eating your foods. And you don't want to leave your foods out too long, you know. I don't know if I'm going to use this little gadget over here today. But you see how nice this little gadget is? It's so great. You just lift everything up and everything falls right in. And here's another little bird's eye view again. Can everybody see in there? Look at all that beautiful stuff in there. Oh yeah. It's such a pretty color. Let's see. Do I want to... You know what? I am going to use a little bit of chive. I'm just going to use a little tiny bit. Not a lot. Chive can be a powerful stuff, my friends. Can be powerful. Anyhow, I'm just going to use like the green part. And I feel like I'm just going to use enough to give it some color. This is going to be kind of a long video. I don't know if anybody is going to sit through it. But, I think there's little knobs on it after I load it up that you can skip through parts. You don't want to hear me ramble on about stuff, but you know, I do have a lot of good stuff. Like my apron says, I know stuff. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of stuff, and I don't know if my stuff is all right or correct, but it's the way I've been doing it for years. So hopefully it will assist you. Still a little one. Okay, so peppers. I am not the craziest of putting like the too much pepper in. I like just a little sliver of this and a little sliver of that. It's not, I don't want it to be overpowering. What I really want to taste is, I mean, I want to taste it all. I don't want to just taste peppers. So... cutting them up. This is a little sweetie. The little sweeties are good. I enjoy them. And the bag, usually you could get like a whole bag of those little sweeties for like $3 maybe. I went to the farmer's market. There's this great little farmer's market. It's not really a farmer's market. Well, I mean, I don't know what it's called. It's a produce market. That's what it's called. It's a produce market. It's down the street and it's in a shopping center. And you know what? I'm going to get the name of it and I'm going to promote them because they don't have everything there. Their prices are so awesome and their produce is always so fresh. And I'm pretty sure it's like local because it says Osprey and that's like one town over. Now, I do like to cut the peppers because, like I said, I don't want the peppers overpowering. So I kind of like them small, like, you know, like little tiny pieces. I kind of like to use it as a flavoring, not an overpowering additive. You know, as I get better at this, I'm hoping my videos will be better. Can learn how to do everything, and my goal is that I would really like to I'd like to like do at least one video a week of cooking something, and I wouldn't mind requests if you see something in my pictures and you're like, OMG, I really wish that she would make that. You can always send me a IM, or I think you can write on the bottom of the thing here and just tell me, you know, hey Kelly, would love for you to make that. I'm going to cut this, I'm going to break it in half because it's a lot easier to shave it off when it's little. Then everything doesn't go flying everywhere. And again, with the corn, so I like to add the corn, but I don't like a lot of corn. And sometimes even black beans taste yummy in there. So you kind of got to break it off because it kind of comes out in like little candy bars, like my cousin Bruce used to say. He always be like, oh, we love to cut the corn because it's little corn candy bars. My cousin Bruce he's wonderful. He lives in South Carolina with his wife Joni. And gosh, I love them. And I have another cousin that lives in West Virginia. Her name is Karen, and she's pretty doggone awesome. And, okay, what's next? Oh, okay, now I have to use gloves because when you do jalapenos, it's never a good thing because I'll never forget the first time I cut up a jalapeno. And I was like, oh, la, 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 la. And then I touched my eye, and my eye burned for like, I don't know, a week, maybe longer. Not sure. So anyhow, God, I can't even get this glove on. All right, well, that's gonna have to be good enough. I thought they were kind of cool because they were pink, but now I'm beginning to rethink that. Maybe pink isn't my color. All right, so same thing with the jalapeno. I'm not trying to burn my mouth off or anything. I just kind of want to have flavor. So we're gonna take the seeds out. I don't know if anybody knows this. Probably everybody knows this. But like the jalapeno pepper itself isn't the spicy part. It's those doggone seeds in it. Now those seeds will really, really give you some hot heat. So I take them all out. I know, right? I'm kind of silly like that, but first of all, I don't like seeds in my pico de gallo. So, all right. It's so difficult cutting with these gloves. I really am going to have to rethink the whole buying a pair of gloves that stick to you. I kept thinking to myself, I don't want them to be too tight. Oh yeah, look there, that's better. That's a little better. Okay. So, I don't know how many people are actually going to sit through this whole video, but I sure am glad that you're watching it. And if you don't mind following me and watching a couple of videos, because like the whole idea is to have a bunch of followers. You know, they say you don't really need followers. You just need people to watch your stuff and engage. So that's why I say, if you're seeing me here and you want to say something, please say something. Because then you're engaging, and I'm looking like this super person who people are going to want to review their items. And that's kind of where I'm going to be able to manage better. Being able to do this is if I can get some sponsors to want me to review their products. And I have so many things I would like to review. Like I say, I'm just starting out, but I have so many things that I've gotten that I just absolutely love, and I would love to like review them and tell people about them, so that you know, like the worst thing for me is when I go on and I'm looking for something and I find it and I go and I read the reviews and I'm like, still don't have an idea. I'm like, what? What are they talking about? Or, I don't know if you have looked at some of the, ooh, that's a strong pepper right there. If you've looked at some of the videos, woo, I gotta walk away a minute. Wow. Woo. Nothing like a little kick in your pepper. If you've watched some of those videos and they're just so lame, like, I gotta get something to drink. Hold on, I'll be right back. Wow, that's one heck of a strong pepper. Try not to use my gloved hand, so that's funny. Anyhow, back to those Amazon videos. So, like, I watch how they use this. Like, when I bought this thing, when I bought this this gadget, I'm like, they didn't really show you how to use it. I was like, man, I wish I could have had something that was just a little bit more, you know, informative. All right, so for me, I like a squeeze of lemon and a squeeze of lime. This is another great gadget. No seeds. So you put your little doohickey in there, and then you just squeeze. Oh yeah, see it coming out? I got a little bit on my face. Okay, there's one. And I'm gonna do two. There's two there. And then a little bit of lemon. Oh, that lime smells so good. Makes me want to have a margarita. That'll be another episode. Margaritas with Kelly. Because Kelly knows. I do know how to make margaritas. I know how to make a lot of drinks because I was a bartender for quite a few years. Worked down at the Rockin' Crown Lounge, and I also ran a little blues bar out on Anna Maria Island called The Dry Dock. I met some of the best people there, and I worked for a really great dude. And I worked for the Kennedys, who were really good to me also. And here is just a little smidge. I was telling you, you know, you want to do the layers. You want to have layers of, try to keep out the stems. Layers of some yummy seasonings. So there's your cilantro. We're going to mix that around. I actually should have cut that up just a little bit more. It could be a little bit smaller. But as you chill it, it wilts a little more. So, oh wow, this looks amazing. And now we're going to do just a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. And you know what we're missing in a really big way is we're missing a little bit of garlic. But I want to also grab the cumin. Yeah, that's just a little seasoning from, you know, great value. We all know where great value comes from. And we're not going crazy on the cumin, just a dash here or there. Ooh, it smells so good. Love that cumin. All right. And you see you got like just a little bit of juice in there. Oh, it looks so good. All right, my garlic is right here. And I'm just going to grab a clove. And For me, all I do is give it a little smooshy smoosh. And I'm going to I like to cut it up small. I'm all right. I got some of that cilantro on there. But I had a chef one time in a restaurant that I worked at, and he used to use a razor blade to cut his garlic up with. And for the longest time, I used to cut my garlic up with the razor blade. And if you ever want to give that a try sometime, those razor blades can cut that garlic like see-through. I mean, it's amazing. And then I just kind of chop it up. You don't want your chunks of garlic too big, because somebody bite into that and go, woo, hello. And then that's the end of a kiss for the rest of the night. Garlic will definitely ruin that for you. Although, I don't know. If you like garlic, why wouldn't you like somebody with garlic breath? Just wondering. Anyhow, oops, that chunk is a little too big. Oh, all right. Here it is. That's another look. I can scrape my knife with that. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Like, I just love little gadgets like that. And to think, it's just to cut dough, you know? All right. Now, I'm going to stir that in there nicely. Now, this is going to have to go in the refrigerator for a little while to chill and to be happy. So, I'm going to give you a downward look at it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it won't let me do that. Okay, hold on. So, I kind of got to go like this, I guess. I hope you can see that. I know you can't smell it, but whoo-wee, that smell is delightful. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Please leave me some comments. If there's something that you want me to make for you, I would love to. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I see Amy Hess just came on. Hi, Amy. I love you. Mwah. I'm making some pico de gallo. Oh, you can't see it because I can't bend the phone over. Darn it. But there. See? Woohoo! All right, leave me some messages. Say hello. Give me some critiques. Thank you for watching. I'm signing off now. I'm going to put this on YouTube if I can figure it out. And maybe even Instagram if I can figure it out. I probably can. I'm going to keep trying. Thank you for watching. I love you too, Amy. Oh, let me go give you a shot of your little girl. Oh. Hey, Bear. Say hi to Amy Hess. Say hi. Say hi, Amy. Hey, stop eating and come over here. Give Amy some love. She loves you too. All right, I'm signing off. Make sure you like, make sure you watch, make sure you share. Thank you so much. Love you all.